Hey guys, how's it going? This is ExOpsKilla, and I'm here with my first installment of the Naked Review. And today I will be reviewing the L85A2. Now this gun is unlocked in the Back to Karkin expansion pack, and in order to unlock this weapon you must first unlock the FAMAS, and in order to unlock that weapon you must get 10 heals and 10 revives. And in order to unlock this weapon after you've unlocked the FAMAS, you must get 100 kills with an assault rifle, you must get 20 kills with an underslung grenade launcher, and you must win 5 rounds of squad deathmatch. Now, personally, the 5 rounds of squad deathmatch are the hardest to win, so you might, if you haven't unlocked it now, you might want to start now and just bear through all of that pain and suffering that you have to go through in order to win those 5 rounds. But let's move on to the actual review of the gun. Now, this is a pretty good gun. I do like it in most situations, but it is very situational. So it's not good in all situations, but it's good in it's good in most, but it's amazing in some. And so let's begin. First, it has a decent hip fire spread. Now this means that you can hit fire reliably for about 5 to 6 meters away. So that means that you can pretty much always kill your person. Like always kill the enemy that is about 5 to 6 meters away with hip fire without wasting too many bullets. With that said, I still, if you can go ADS or if you can aim down sights, I would do that because it will give that boost to your accuracy and allow you to take out the target with less bullets, so that you can conserve ammo and stay off the radar for longer. Also, this gun has a low recoil. Now the first shot has a pretty high first shot multiplier. So the first shot that you shoot will have a higher recoil than the rest, but the rest of the shots that you do shoot, that sounds really weird, but the rest of the shots that you shoot have a lower recoil than the first one, and it's very low. So if you shoot about 4 to 5 round bursts, the spread will not get too far, like it won't get too big, and you'll still have pretty low recoil on your hands. So if you aim at someone's head and you shoot about 4 to 5 bullets, and you're compensating for the recoil, you should kill them with the first 2 or 3 for that headshot kill. Also, this gun has a decent reload time. I would compare it to the AEK or the AKM, but this is not by any means the M16 of reloads. This is not a fast reload. This is a situational reload, like I said again. If you're longer range and you have time to duck behind cover and reload, go and do that. Don't switch to your pistol and try to take pot shots at a guy that's 50 meters away. But if you're in close quarters and the guy's about to come around the corner and pop you in the face and kill you, I would suggest you to switch to your secondary, no matter what it is, Magnum or G18, whatever you have. Just switch to it, and then you can kill the person, then reload after that, because the reload time is, like I said, it's slower than some weapons, but it's also faster than others. But like I said, it is situational. Also, this weapon has low ADS spread. That means that when you're aiming down sights, the spread of the bullets, or the cone of fire of the bullets, is very low. This means that the gun is accurate and can hit people at longer ranges, unlike the FAMAS and the F2000 and weapons like that. With all that being said, this weapon is good for long range. I haven't even talked about the bad things yet, but even those incorporate this gun into being long range. Some of the bad things are it has a low rate of fire, not as low as say the G35, but it's still a pretty low rate of fire, one of the lowest in fact. I think it's tied with the AKM, I believe. And also, in my opinion, suppression. I don't know if suppression affects different guns differently, but I was slightly suppressed trying to fight one guy that was like 10 meters away from me, and the crosshairs were right on him, and I was aiming down sights, and it was right on him, and I dumped half a mag at the guy, and it didn't even hit a bullet. So suppression seems to affect this gun a lot more than other guns like the M16 or the AEK. So I'm not sure if that's just the gun being mean to me, or if that's actually what happens, but the suppression seems really bad on this weapon. And so all of that molds this gun into being good for medium to long range. So you'll stay out of most suppression, you'll have time to reload, You won't really have to use your hip fire very much. You will be able to use that low recoil to your advantage in order to pick off the other people who have trouble controlling their recoil. Also, your accuracy will be you'll be benefited by the accuracy of the weapon because you'll land more shots than say someone else who's using an AEK. And all in all, it just brings this gun to be a great gun for medium to long range. But do not take it into close quarters meaningfully. It's not gonna work out well for you unless you're just like a beast mode activate type guy. And with all of that being said, what I would recommend for this weapon is the Cobra sight, because it doesn't have as much metal around the sight as the Reflex. And if you get into those close range combat situations, you can zoom in and not be completely thrown off by the crazy zoom. You can also put on a hollow sight if you want to get that little bit of extra zoom, but just remember that it does take away some of your peripheral vision. Also, I would advise the heavy barrel because it makes it more accurate at range, and it also increases the damage a little bit at range, so that's always good because this is, like I said, a medium to long range weapon. Also, I would advise you to put on the bipod. The reason for this, shut up phone, the reason for this is because the bipod will allow you to sometimes set up and shoot a sniper that's trying to hit you from along your range, because you'll have some trouble controlling the recoil at an extreme long range, like 100 meters and above or whatever. But do not use a foregrip with this weapon. The foregrip completely messes up this gun because the foregrip compensates for horizontal recoil, so it slims that down, but it also increases the ADS spread a lot, so it makes you less accurate. And this gun has barely any horizontal recoil at all, so it's not worth putting it on this weapon. You'll just make it worse, as you'll just make it a worse gun for long to medium range, which is what it's made to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you want to see a certain gun reviewed in the near future, just go ahead and put that in the comments. Tell me how you like the series, and if you did like the series, if you could just drop a like, and make sure you always leave a comment, because I love hearing your feedback and I love replying to the comments. So thank you again for watching the video, and see you guys next time.